Hello guys, welcome to this video. I'll be looking at the Information and Communication Technology October-November 2023 paper 3. Okay, so I'll be concentrating on website authoring. So the question says you have been supplied with the following source files, which are here. Okay, so task 1, evidence document. Create a new word process document. Make sure that your name, center number, and candidate number will appear on every page of this document. Okay, so first of all, let me create one, and then so let me make sure that my name will appear on every page by having my information on the footer, sorry, on the header. Kechuku Anulefo is my name, comma NG 156, comma 0004. Okay, and then exit. Save this document in your work area as N23 evidence. Okay, so I'm gonna just do that. Followed by your center number underscore candidate number, for example, this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead to save that file, save as, go here, and then look for my file, source file. So what I'm going to do here is I want to create a folder called work area here. Work area. So I'm going to open that folder. So that's where my evidence will be. So I'm going to paste N23 evidence and then underscore N NG156 underscore 0004. Okay, so I'm going to save it right there. Okay, so you will use this as your evidence document during the examination. Okay, nice. So we can move ahead. So task 2, file management. Create a new folder called TGS. Let me just copy that. Locate the create a new folder called, okay. Locate the files and store them in your TGS folder, right? So we want to locate. So where's my evidence? Where's my source file? Let me look for my source file. My source file is here. So I'm going to just create a new folder called TGS. Okay, and then locate all these folders here. So I'm going to remove the CSV file, not included, and then put the rest in there. Okay, so display the content of your TGS folder showing the folder name. Okay, so let's first of all, let's open it. Okay, the folder name is up here, right? In the directory section. And then what's the next thing? The next thing will be folder name, all file names. All file names are showing, of course, and then file extensions. So my file extension is showing. If your own is not showing, you can right click up here and then select the extension here. If not, go to more. It's not extension but dimension file. Am I correct? What am I reading there? Okay, so it's file extension, right? This is file extension here, please guys. So sorry. So file extension is .mp4.jpg .tx txt sss. I mean css. So now, if your own is not showing, you can click on these three dots here. Go to options, then make sure you click on view tab here, and then go to hide extensions for known files. So you want to uncheck it, not check it, but uncheck, right? And then your extensions will be showing here. This is for those who are using Windows 11, all right? So also the next one is a dimension. The dimension is showing. If your own is not showing, right click and then go to more and then choose dimension from the details down here. All right. What next? Okay, so file size is showing. Everything's showing here. Nice. So we're now going to take a screenshot of this folder and place this in our evidence documents, just like what the question is saying here. So let me just go there and then use my snipping tool and then copy. So make sure that you're getting the folder name, right? Very, very important from the directory there when you are copying. So as you can see, this is the folder name copied here. So Let me go to my evidence. So this is supposed to be step one. Step one evidence. Okay, paste it right there. That's fine. Okay. I think everything here is done. Yeah, everything there is done actually. So task 3, web page. You are working as part of a team of web developers, right? At Tawara Web and have been asked to create part of a web page and edit a style sheet for a local giraffe sanctuary. The web page and style sheet must work in any browser. All color codes must be in hexadecimal. Make sure that your style sheet contains no HTML. Make your HTML and style sheet as efficient as possible. Okay. So number 2, create in your TGS folder a web page called tgs.htm. Okay, so let me just copy that. Let me go ahead to open my expression web. So we want to create one. So one is already created, but it is untitled. So I'm going to go to File, go to Save As. Okay, so obviously, if nothing is here, let's close this and see. Okay, if you don't have anything here, you can go to new here, um, new here. You can click on new here, click on this arrow here, and then go to HTML, and then this will be created for you. So you can go ahead to go to File and then Save As, go to Save As, and then browse for your location. This is my location here. So my location will be inside TGS. Okay, so I'm going to give it tgs.htm, right, and then okay that, right. Good. So this web page must be created using a single table and work in all browsers. The table must have a structure like this. Okay, so each table cell is identified with a letter which must not appear on your final web page. Okay, so let's go ahead and create this table. So this table, by me looking at it, has 3 columns and 3 rows, right? So let's go ahead to do that. So I'm going to just go to table here, insert table. So I'm going to have 3 tables and then 3 rows and 3 columns. Okay, and then okay that. Okay, so that is inserted for us. So if you go to design view, it's already there for us. So the next thing I'm going to do is to add the letters. So I'm going to just merge here, select there and right click, and then go to modify and then merge. So I'm going to call this one A. So of course B is over here. I select the 2 across and then merge the cells, and then I'll call this one B. So I'll call this C, D, E, F. Okay, so that's so let's see, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so that's how it looks. So let's move ahead. So number 3, place in cell A the image N23 giraffe.jpg. Okay, and the rest. So I just want to make sure that this is also added. Add appropriate alternate text to all images. So we're going to take note of that, right? Good. So the first one is giraffe.jpg for A. So I'm going to go to A and then just click right there and then remove the A and go to insert. From insert to picture, and then from file, you want to have the giraffe in there. And then alternative text will be giraffe. Okay. The next one will be B will be logo. Okay, so where's B? Okay, here. B will be logo. Go to insert, go to picture, go here, and then have logo right there. Alternative text, we call it logo. Okay. So the next one will be F. F image will be head. Okay, so F will be head. Go to insert and then picture, the same thing, head. Where are you, head? So we're going to give you head as alternative. Okay. All right. So everything here is done. So use inline style attributes to make sure that the logo fits the full width of the cell B. Okay. The logo. Okay. So we want to control the logo here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the code to use inline style. Now, the idea is to make the logo to fit the full width of the cell B, right? So they say we should use inline style. What I'm going to do here is I can set, if I can set the width of the logo to be just 100%, okay? So once you make it 100%, that should be able to set it. So let me just save the changes. Let me go preview it on a browser. As you can see, that sets the logo to the full width. So if I keep adjusting, it will set it to the full width, right? So if I open everything, it sets it to the full width. If I remove it, if I kind of undo this and make it 100% and then go save the changes, if you preview it here, you see that it doesn't, right? So what the question is telling us to just extend it to fit on the, to the a full width, right? Or the full width. So now, we can set it to 100%, the logo to 100%, the width to 100%, or because of the fact that the question use a keyword inline style attribute, okay? So I'm going to just add a style attribute right there. So I'm going to do style equals. So I'm going to have the width. I'll make it still 100%. Colon, and then remove that, and then have 100%. It's still the same thing. It's going to have the same effect. Okay. So make it 100% here, right? And then okay that. So anyone you choose, it's fine, right? Any style you want to do, it is fine. Okay. So but I choose to use the style attribute because of the question. I wouldn't think if you'll be penalized for not using that. The most important thing is to set the width of that image to 100%. So the next one will be number 4. Place in cell D the text n23 text.txt. Okay, so let's locate the text and then place it in cell D. Let's go to, okay, look at the text here, open it, Control A, Control C, copy everything right there, go to D. Where is D? Let's go to our design view. So D is here, go back there, remove it, and then paste this right there. That's just what it is. Okay, so the next one, we'll place in cell E the text page created by Tawara Web, last edited by, followed by, let me copy that, followed by your name, center number, and candidate number. All right, so we want to go to E now. So just go there, remove these, and then paste this. Okay, and then write our name, space, Ikechukwu, sorry, I'm gonna leave for comma ng156 comma and then have 0004 as my candidate number. I'm gonna put full stop there, right? So that's it for that. So place a paragraph break after the full stop in cell E. Okay, paragraph break. So you want to get over to where you have full stop here, right? And then for me to add BR tag, I want to add BR tag. I can do that in the code, but you can equally do it here. Just hold down your control key and press enter. Okay, so that will break the paragraph. As you can see, the last edited by will go down to the next line, right? So if I go to the code, let me just select this so I'll easily locate it on the code. If I go to the code, you see that it has added this BR tag, so which will break the which breaks the paragraph. Okay. So I think, and it does not have a closing tag. I think HR and B tag, BR tag, they're the two tags that I know that don't have closing tag. Okay, so that's done. Set all the text in cells D and E in style H2. Okay, So let's locate those. So let's go locate all these ones. So we select everything here and then go make them H2, and then the same thing with this one, make this one H2 also. Okay, so that's fine. So I'm going to select everything here. Everything here is done. So number 5, use video and source tags to place in cell C the video file n23 feed.mp4. Set the video width to 480 pixels and the height to 360 pixels. Okay. Include video controls. Display an appropriate text-based error message if the browser does not support this video. Okay, so all these things are telling us. I think the most important part is the video. Okay, and then of course the width of the video and the height of the video. Okay, so my advice to anybody who is using Expression Web is to try as much as possible to always remember the code to add video is important. Okay, because when you use Expression Web to do that, it may be able to play in Edge or Explorer, you know, because of course Expression Web was developed by Microsoft, so of course it will play very well in their own browser, but other browsers it may not play. So which means that for our code to work, for our web page to work in every browser, you may have to write a code to add video. Okay, so let's go ahead to do that. So we want to go to the code side. Let me be sure of where I need to add the code. I think it's here on C, right? So I think, okay, so let me just go to code and then locate it. So here, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter and then go one more time and enter, use my tab. Just to make the code clean, it doesn't matter. So I will start my video video tag, and that will close the tag for me right there. Okay, enter. So the first thing I'm going to do is to have the video to be the width of the video. Width of the video should be equals 480 pixels, and then the height will be equals to 360 pixels, if I'm not mistaken. So width 480 and then height will be 360 pixels. Okay, so they said we should include the control. Okay, so first of all, let me have the okay, so let me include the control right there immediately. Controls. So these controls will make it for us to be able to pause the video and play the video. Okay, so what we're going to do is to have the error message. So you can say this browser or your browser. Okay, let's call it this browser cannot support your video file type, something like that. So I'll okay that. I'll put full stop on that. So the next one is to have our source src equals so now it's time to get the video. So let me just make sure you get the name and the extension. Get the name and the extension. So you want to actually paste it in here. Okay. So the next thing will be the type. The type equals video slash mp4. Okay, so if you don't remember anything, this is important for you to remember, so that when you finish creating your web page, it will work in every browser. Okay, all right. So we have something like this. We can okay that, we can save that, and then go refresh our, and then we'll have something like this, as you can see. So as you can see, when it starts, it can play. Okay, so another thing we can do to to make sure that this will work in every browser is that we can put another attribute called muted. Okay, because some browsers, when they open a video, if the video is not muted, it won't play, right? So we'll put muted. This muted will help the video to always play anywhere, or whenever you load the page or you open the page, the video will start first of all in silence. So the video will be muted, right? So when we go open it now, it will be muted, right? So, and then we can play it, and then we can put control the sound of it. Okay. So as you can see, when it plays, it will stop. We can actually control it in such a way that it can continuously play, right? So let's go ahead to put the loop attribute there. Let's see. So let me go add loop right there, space, and then save the changes and then see what happens. Loop. Let me just so it's supposed to play, it's supposed to continue playing. So when I play it now, it's supposed to continue playing. So it's supposed to continue playing, right? So another thing I can do is that whenever you load the page immediately, it will play immediately. You don't have to play it. So what do? You can add, sorry, where is it? You can add what we call the autoplay attribute also. So I can use autoplay attribute. Okay. So I'll save the changes. So as you can see, if I load the page now, it will start playing immediately. It doesn't have to be in a pause to start playing immediately. So these are what these attributes do. All right, so that's for the video. I think we've been able to add the video. Okay, so that's it for this one. So number 6, attach the style sheet n23tgs.css to this web page. Okay, so let's go ahead to do that. And save your web page. So when we do that, we save our web page. So you want to go to attach style and then browse for the style. Okay, so we've got it here, and then open that and then okay that. So once you attach the style sheet, you have this code written for you here. Okay, so that's fine. So we've been able to attach that. By the way, you can still do that in the design view. All right. Okay, so number 7, did I save that? Did I save? I did not save. The question says I should save, so I need to save, right? Good stuff. So number 7, open the style sheet n23tgs.css and correct the mistake in the CSS. Edit this style sheet to meet these specifications. So we're going to edit. So first of all, let's go and open the tgs.css. Let's locate it. This is it here. We'll right click. Let's open with expression web. So this is what we'll have here. So we need to edit it using all these specifications here. So let's start with the first one. Tables must be center aligned within the browser window. So once you hear that table has to be center aligned within the browser window, your mind should go to the margin. That the margin, the left and right margins too, should be auto. Okay. So so let's select that. Tables must fit 85% of the browser windows. Okay, so it's still talking about table. So I'm going to give it the same color. So so the table will have the same property here, right? So table borders and grid lines. So once you see, so this one is talking about table border, it's still table, and then once you see grid lines, your mind should go to the TD. Okay, table data. So here, table borders and grid lines must not be visible. So there must be either the border style must be none or hidden, or the border width should be maybe 0. Okay, so any one of them we can adjust them to have that same effect. So this one will be different. So we're going to apply this to 2 different selectors, right? Okay, so table cells must have padding of 20 pixels. So these cells, we're going to add it. We're going to add the padding to the cells. So we're going to add this to the TD. Okay, we're going to add this to the TD. So I'm going to give it a different color, because this Well, this attribute is for table and TD, right? This attribute in pink will be for TD only. The two first attributes will be for the table only. Okay, so we need to make this efficient. From what the question says, you must always make your CSS efficient, right? So we'll now have background. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. So let me start with the table. So let me get rid of all this and then start afresh. So new style, we're going to have table. So we're going to give the margin, let's go to box, box here. And then the margin, let me remove the same for all. So the margin here, the right margin has to be auto. So you want to put auto here. And then the left margin has to be auto. So that will take care of the center alignment of the, table within the width of the browser. I think was the word within the browser window here. Okay, so that's set. So the next thing we want to do is to set the next one will be to the tables must fit 85% of the browser window. So you want to go to position. You want to go to position. You want to go to width. You want to make the width to be 85, and then you want to make sure that it is percent here. So make sure that you choose percent here. Okay, so that it will add to the width will be 85% down here. Okay, so that's it for the table, right? So the next one we want to pick will be for the two, table and TD, grid line and table, right? So you want to go to also new style. So this style will apply to the table and then comma and then TD, right? So what's the attribute? The attribute means that they will not have any visible grid lines must not be visible, right? So what I want to do here is to go to border. You want to go to border here. Okay, so there are two ways you can do this, or in fact three ways. You can set the border style to be none, or you can set it to be hidden. Where is hidden here? You can set it to be hidden, right? Or you can set the border width to be 0. Everything will be 0. So if I put 0, then everything for the border width will be 0. Any of them is going to work. So, but for this class, I'm going to just use none. Okay, so the border style will be none. So the grid line or table border, nothing will show, right? It's going to be none, right? All right, so that's it for that. Okay, so for the TD and the table, so we apply that, so that's fine. Okay. What's the next thing? So this done. So the next one will be the table. The table cells must have padding of 20 pixels. Okay. So once you hear table cell, your mind should go to TD. Table cell will be TD. Okay. So table cell is more like the Excel table cell. Okay. So yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. Okay. So the TD, we're going to get the what's that? What they say we should do, self. Okay, so the padding. So the padding will be from box. Okay, so padding here we're going to have 20. So 20, all top, right, bottom, left. You all have padding of 20 pixels. Okay, so that's what the question is saying. So we can apply that, and then that's it. We can okay that. Okay, so the next one will be the background color of the web page. So take note of this. You have to be careful with this, okay? The background color will be for the web page. It's not for the table, okay? Because I see some people making mistake of having it on table. No. From the question, it says the background color of the web page must have this, okay? So this is a color, and we must apply the RGB, okay? The RGB format, okay? So RGB color code, RGB color code, right? So what we can do here, so RGB, so we have the green here, the red, the first one will be the red, which is the AA, right? So what we can do to apply this is to go to apply a new style. So we are going to apply this style will be on the body. sorry, let me just type it in small letter. Body. Okay, so you want to go to background. Okay, so the background want to have AA here. Okay, let me just, you can do the AA here, or I can actually add, before you can write, you put the hashtag and then have AA. Any one of them can work for you. AA, so R will be AA. R component, that's the red component. And then you have the green component will be BE. The green component is going to be BE. And then the blue component will be DE, RGB, DE. Sorry, D8, please. D8. Okay, as you can see the color here. All right. So I think that's about it for the background. So we can okay that. So the next one will be so let me just highlight this. So done. Should I give it a different color? Yep. So the next one will be the styles. Styles H1 and H2 must be set so that the browser selects and displays the font Comic Sans MS. Okay, so let me just copy it exactly the way it is here. Obviously, you're going to write in your examination. You're going to write yes. So if this font is not available, the browser selects and displays the font Comic Sans. If neither of these fonts are available, the browser must display its default sans serif font. Okay, so what you want to do here is go to so we're going to choose a new style here and then have H1 comma H2. Of course, we're going to be on font category. The font here, so the cosmic the comic thing is not here, the fonts are not here. So what you're going to do is to write it manually. So I want to paste this one here. So when you write the first one, what you want to do is to put a comma. Okay, you want to put a comma and then space, and then put a space, and then of course you have the Comic Sans. So if it doesn't say Comic Sans MS, it is going to take Comic Sans. Okay, so we're going to put it here. Okay, and then comma space one more time, and then if it doesn't see these two fonts, if these two fonts are not available, it's going to default to a sans serif font. It can be Calibri, it can be Arial, any one of them. So it's going to default to a sans serif font. Okay, so I have my space already, and then I'll paste that right there. Okay, so that's what it's going to be, right? Let's see another thing. So another thing will be the styles. H1 and H2 must be blue with no other color components. Okay, so which means that it has, so we're going to apply the font style, and then we're going to also have the color, right? So you want to go there, you want to go to the color section here, you want to click on this arrow here, you want to take blue, right? So that's fine. So we can apply everything and then okay everything. So we'll have our CSS clean, right? In that order. Okay, so I think everything here is done. We're good with this. So place your name, center number, and candidate number as a comment at the start of the style sheet. Okay, so for us to have a comment, you want to go up there, click once, and then go up to the first line. So I'm going to start my comment by / and then having asterisk or star, and then I'm going to have my name, Kichku Anolefo is my name, comma NG156, comma, and then have 0004 as my candidate number, and then have another star, and then close it up with / So I've added my name as a comment. Okay, save your style sheet in your TGS folder. Place a copy of your style sheet in your evidence document. So let me save my style sheet. Always remember to save your style sheet basically when you've linked it up to your HTML page, right? Okay, good. So place a copy of your style sheet in your evidence document. Okay, and make sure that the contents are fully visible. Okay, so here we're going to take a copy of it, which is a screenshot this time around. We're going to take a screenshot this time around uh, of the style sheet. So I'm going to just activate this and then go back there, and then make sure you get the name of that style sheet. Okay, like this. So I'll copy that, and then copy the name of your style sheet in your evidence document. Make sure that the contents are easily read. Okay, so you want to go to, so which number is this? This is 11, step 11, sorry, step 7. Okay, so we'll call it step 7, evidence. Go down, paste. Okay, okay, so and I think it's fully visible, so that's fine. We can move on with that. So everything here is done. Okay, so number 8, display the web page in your browser. Take screenshot evidence and place this in your evidence document. Okay, make sure that all the page can be seen, all the text can be easily read, and the address bar. This last one is the most important. In fact, let me put it in red. It's very, very important. The address bar is fully visible. So I'll show you what this question mean by address bar. Okay. So let's go ahead to refresh our page here. So let's see how it looks. So this is what is expected of us. So what we're going to do is, I think everything is showing actually. Everything is super showing. So, but I like to, let me just make it a little smaller. Let me just make it a little smaller just to make it look nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, so so I want to adjust it, so I want to be sure that my address bar is showing. So this is your address bar, so make sure that you get it when you're taking your screenshots. Okay, very, very important. Okay, so we want to take the screenshot now. This is how I like it to look, and then I'll go and take a screenshot. So your job is to make sure that the address bar is showing from the question. So don't just take because I see some people going to take you know, a screenshot without the address bar. The question indicates that the address bar will be included in your screenshot. Okay, very, very important. All right, so you want to, so this is step, what is this step? Step 8. So we'll go ahead and then step 8, evidence. Step 8, evidence. Okay, enter and then paste that right there. Okay, so that looks good with our address bar showing. All right, so what's next? So the next thing will be display the HTML source in your editor. Okay, so let's display our our HTML source. So I want to, excuse me, click on this. So what does this say? What does the question say again? Let's take a copy of the HTML source and place this in your evidence document. So these are another mistake some students make. So when they say you should take a copy of the HTML source, please, what they require to do is to copy all your codes, text in form of text, not a screenshot. Okay, so you want to go there, just control A to select or copy it, and then go to your evidence. So this is still step 8. We are still on step 8. Step 8, evidence. So you actually want to copy everything, paste it right here. Okay, this is how it's supposed to be. Just paste everything, all the code right here, not a screenshot. Okay, so that's a mistake I see some students making. All right, for the source code, so you can actually take a screenshot of the CSS, but for the source code you copy the HTML source and then paste it in your evidence. Okay, so I think that's about it for this. So everything is done for expression web here, right? We've been able to create everything and then put our code, and that's it, guys. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. And obviously, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, share the video, like the video, and yeah, so that others will see it. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Take care.